while I'm fixing my seat. And hello YouTube, and a good, wonderful, and joyous morning. As you can tell, I just got done. Before I get this video started, I'm fixing my cushion on the back of my seat here, which I think the cushion's winning. Anyways, I'm gonna get to a truth of the matter or something. Last night, I had a very interesting game. Well, I'll fix it later. In a very interesting game, as you could tell, I just hit Mastery Rank 12, wrong controller, and I'm happy I actually got, I'm actually happy that I got the Silva Aegeus Prime, and I'm going to be perfectly honest about something. Before I get into the actual description of the video here, put it out here, some of you who are big fanboys of Warframe, and this video is not going to pertain to every person that plays Warframe. Just put it out there. My biggest thing, as you can tell, I'm not really doing anything like viral or music today. I know it feels like, you know, funeral, but really, I've been doing pretty good this morning. Just the accountability of last night. I'm going to show a surprise in a little bit. The other thing is why I'm being around the bush today is I'm going to get to it. Well, last night I decided to run my Trinity Prime. You know, after I got the Aegeus shield and the mace. So I ran her. You know, no big deal. So during a mission, I was on a Hydron, doing a very good mission, you know, leveling up the Silva Prime Aegeus. And I joined into a match, you know, one gamer girl, 3 guys. Okay. So, to make a long story short, you know, I'm using my Trinity, you know, using the Prism, my ability. So it was around 8:46, 8:50 at night, almost 9 o'clock at night, and the truth I'm getting at here is, I'm going to be forthcoming. I'm not going to say all Warframe gamers are toxic. The truth of the matter is, yes, there are female girl gamers who also play Warframe. Let's get that out of the way first. So I'm acknowledging that me and a few other females play Warframe. So this way there's any utter mass confusion, but some of them won't show, you know, they are, or they do, and what I'm trying to say is, there are female Warframe gamers out there, and last night was a turning point. I ran my Trinity, and the truth of the matter is, I ran with a bunch of men, or guys, or kids, whatever you want to call it, and these 3 decided to ditch me in the middle of the Hydron wave. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not really going to bitch about it. I was able to complete the Hydron wave without him. How to really put this in a way so it doesn't come out as a miscontext. You know, not all, but there's some guys out there who are toxic on Warframe. Of course, some of you who don't know, and some of you who do, which sadly I'm not really too much into it. As you can tell, I'm running my Trinity Prime. Usually I run my Garuda. For now, I'm taking a break from my Garuda, a temporary break, because, think about it. I've been running my overpowered Garuda too much, and I think what I'm going to do is give her more of a vacation time. Of course, you see me with Trinity, and so I ran with about 3 guys last night in Hydron, and I don't know whether if it was they got disconnected or they just stuck me alone intentionally and purposely. So I ended up playing off the Hydron wave all the way up to 10. With the exceptions, I wasted about 3 of my deaths, self-reviving a couple times, and I was able to pull through, got it done. And, and I'm happy about it, but the truth of the matter is, don't take this offense, it's like I said before, not all people that play Warframe are toxic or complete assholes. So without that being, the discrepancy here, so anybody who's watching this video, if I speak the truth about how this has turned out in my perspective here, it's very common. I have a couple other lady friends of mine that we play Warframe together, but right now they've been busy. They got other real life things going on, and the 3 to 4 about the time it was about 3 of us, 4 of us. And we always talk about the truth of the toxicity of not all male gamers, but some. And, and then you have that little fun part we have, case point yesterday. During daytime, I was running my syndicates for New Loca, just finishing up on, trying to do what I can with New Loca, finish it up. So anyways, I got a little higher up in my New Loca faction, and the truth of the matter is here, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. There was a kid, literally when I say a kid, this kid should have been in school, and for him to say like and I heard on the conversation, I had my headphones on, and I had my mic off, I didn't want to talk through my mic because I wasn't really feeling, I really wasn't in the mood to be feeling anything. I was cranky, irritable, a lot of other things have been going on, upcoming things in my life, and so I personally felt that, it's kind of funny how a majority of, well, not majority, but you have these little kids who ditch school to play Warframe, which is really complete. I mean, you got a life ahead of you and shit. But the other truth of the matter is after last night's little debacle, going back to that, and I kind of felt that it was to be brought not to my attention, but to other female gamers out there who may have had this problem where you grew up with a bunch of guys and they just kind of fucking, pardon my French, they just get up and they leave and leave you stranding while you're facing off the remaining 5 waves by yourself, or 4 waves of defense. And and like I said, not all gamers are toxic on Warframe, okay? I met quite a few awesome people, but my strong truth is now I'm hiding something right now on this video, okay? I had one of the worst days, and yesterday being moody and cranky, I actually had one where I griped about the Nightwave thing. Now, I have no issues doing Nightwave. Okay? I actually been having fun with it, and, you know, it just, yesterday I just had a problem. And there was a certain material I wanted for this said build I'm doing. It was a 19 extract. So I was able, luckily, got to the third, you know, the third tier on the Nightwave, which I'm still continuing on with it, but I'm not doing it right now. And the reason why I'm staying here in my orbiter with my Mirage is to prove a point and the truth of I yesterday was grinding so much that right now I'm just waiting for my syndicates. I have nothing else to really, you know, go by or do. So I'm just chilling out, waiting for my syndicate. But going back to the 19 extract, so I decided to do a lot of farming. Now, you know, okay, nothing wrong about the farming, and I found some of the farming is good, and some of the farming is kind of tedious and boring, and almost damn near impossible, which everybody in Warframe knows. Sometimes farming does not work out the best. And why is this, do you ask? Well, the truth of the matter is, I'm guilty of all accounts, okay? I'm horrible at saying things, and especially this kind of thing. You know, so anyways, I have right now, well, if some of you don't know, right now I have about 10 Prime Warframes, mind you 10. So a little accident just happened. So when I say I have 10 Warframes, and I'm going to show you in a bit what exactly I mean by an accident. I normally would buy a pack, you know, like the content pack and everything else. So besides my Mirage, being one of the 10 of my Prime Warframes, where I'm going to show you now, okay, we got Mirage, okay, well, let's just start from the top. So, we got Banshee, we got Chroma, mind you, this is Primes. So we got Banshee, Chroma, Frost, Hydroid, Mirage, of course, Nova, which my friends actually call me by, well, some of my friends I play with on Warframe call me Nova, obviously. Oberon, Valkyr Prime, Trinity, and last but not least, Zephyr. So if you think about it, it's, wait, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, having 10 Warframes, so I did a little accidental oopsie. So, I'm going to get to it now. We're going to go to my foundry. Now, normally I don't really buy anything, you know, I don't buy I buy platinum for the Orokin reactors. Well, who doesn't when you have to upgrade a Warframe? Well, so, having 10 primes maxed out. Okay, now, my next oopsie is I'm on prime number 11. And the damnedest thing happened. I'm going to get into it here. I'm going to show you where my progress built is. I actually just put it into the foundry. So as you can tell, my 11th Warframe right now
the balance of power continues to shift.
is Mesa Prime. Now, what's going to end up happening the moment I get her after about a couple days, and then at that point I'll be getting Orokin reactors. You know, when I first played Warframe, and here's the God's honest truth here. When I first played Warframe, I hated it, okay? I'll be perfectly honest. I hated it to the point where I got so sick, you know, I was like, Why do I need to keep farming for this stuff? Why can I not? Why can I not buy it? And you know, I bitched about the mastery rank system, and look where I am now, mastery rank 12, which wasn't that hard of a test, really. A lot of my friends who are toxic as all you can get told me that mastery rank 11 test was hard. I'll tell you perfectly honest about the mastery rank test, 11 test. That was easy. If you have Zephyr or Titania, but I didn't use Titania. I ended up using Zephyr. Master Rank 12, that test was pretty easy. Wasn't timed or anything. It was pretty easy to do. Wasn't that hard. And now once I get to Master Rank 13, I see where the next one goes with that. And, you know, I know people say, like, all these mastery ranks are supposed to be tough as they go up. It's true, they do get tough. But they don't start getting tough until you get to 14, if I remember that correctly. But they say 20 is the hardest, which we'll see what happens when I get to that point. And I'll find that out myself as the time goes on. But being under the truth of things, where I thought Warframe was, you know, kind of tedious, kind of boring, kind of long. Much as I kicked and screamed, hated it, and now pretty much in love with Warframe. Comes down to a lot of things. I devoted a lot of time, more time on Warframe than I did in any other game. I met some really cool people, and I met some really interesting ones, you know, interesting winners. And, you know, it's not often do I see this. It's not often do I, you know, either go on my Garuda or I go on my Mirage or, you know, but the majority of my characters, now I know it sounds kind of sexist, I have a couple of guy characters on here, you know, as far as like Warframes go, but I mostly have female characters. Now the reason why I go with that direction is because the female characters, like for an example, Garuda actually fits my personality, but also at the same time, Mirage is kind of like my altered version of me back, you know, younger. Just kind of like being mysterious, you know what I mean? So I pretty much have like these two sides of the personalities. Oberon I don't normally run very often. I don't run my Haro, I don't run my Oberon. I do have a Hydroid. I actually got a Hydroid Prime. I only use him for the farming. I mean, I got the Corroding Barrage, and I got the Tentacle Swarm for the Pilfering Swarm for the tentacles. And, I've been doing very good. You know, much as I hate to say that, I hated the game from the get-go. Now, pretty much in love with it, and that's pretty much my truth, my confession. Though the Nightwave, I'm still trying to get used to this whole Nightwave thing. The challenges are kinda okay. I mean, they're kinda, I should say kinda easy, but they're easy to get. If you have a good bunch of people, you can get those challenges done. My truth of the matter is, of course, you know, seeing here as no reset for the, for my thing. So, yeah, it's been really interesting. So I guess now I'm going to do a mission and see where I'm at. I might just, for the special treat, I'm going to start doing this, this run. And, from there, we're going to do it, you know, do it from there. I should be livening up my stream a little bit with some music, but however, things have been kind of like really, things have been really interesting as far as like the week's been going. So I think right now I'm gonna run to Hydron and get that going. Could not join because the session is full. Okay, so that's one little thing you gotta wait and see if another one comes in. So I guess I'm gonna be running it by myself. Maybe. I mean, if sessions are full, you can't really join into it. So, courtesy of the Nice Worm, Dunkin' Donuts, and of course, before I forget, there has, well, today what sucked was going on in other news, I went for my meeting today, tried to go meet up with the social worker and a couple of other things. I realized that my heater in my car does not work very well, so I'm not really, I'm really not, and I'm also cranky because it's, been stupid cold here. I feel like I'm in Alaska, you know what I mean? So, anyways, so I just want to put on the simple truth. There's really not too much, but I am going to be going on Twitch in about 2 minutes. So please, if you can, follow me on Twitch at Michelle362, because that's where I'm going to be airing. There's music I want to play, but I can't play it on YouTube. So please check me out on Twitch. And at that point, then that's pretty much it. The good news is I actually am done with Anthem, with the potential problems. And if you do have Anthem, the majority of you who have Anthem, who had experienced issues with their PS4s crashing, I feel for you. So right now, don't go back on Anthem until it's fixed. Excuse me. But anyways, check me out on Twitch, because right now I'm going to go there, and check me out, Michelle362 on Twitch, and I'll see you guys on the flip. Bye for now.